Just a little video, just talking, y'all. That's all. Okay? So come on in, everybody. All right, sorry about the lighting, but I just really didn't want a lot of lighting on. I might light a candle though. Y'all, I might light a candle. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm gonna light a candle. Come on in, everybody. Let me see if I can get this candle lit here. All right, we're gonna have a talk, y'all. We're gonna have a talk. So let's get this conversation going. Okay, come on in. Ah, okay. Hopefully I can get me some more. I'm trying to light a candle, y'all. Oh, well, we're gonna have to deal. Ooh, this fire. Okay, let's get it started. We got a little bit of candlelight, huh? Okay, y'all. So I was just sitting here, and the creator been sending me downloads, y'all, and videos about breaking out of your life prison. Okay? Some of y'all don't realize that your entire life is the prison. Okay? Some of y'all think you're just trapped in your job or you're just trapped. No, there's a bubble outside and then inside and inside and inside, okay? Just like animals got to shed their skin and snakes and certain animals, you got to do the same. Now, one thing I found out about breaking out of your life prison, okay? Truly the only way to really know what type of life prison that you're in is to look at other people's lives. Now, I know that's crazy. Like, you've always told, look at your life. Look at everyone's life that you know, that you live around, that you see all the time. 9 times out of 10, your life is primarily matching theirs. In a lot of ways, you just may not notice. Your mindset is matching theirs. Your goals and interests, you may not even realize it. So 9 times out of 10, they got a similar stuckness, or you're going to be stuck eventually like them. Now, if you are, this is the cheat code. You look at everybody who you live around, who you be around a lot, and you see how they're stuck. And what you do is you don't do what they're doing, okay? You ask yourself, am I doing what they're doing? Like, you literally ask yourself that after you find out what they're doing. So, for example, you say that money doesn't seem to stay, you can't keep money. You're probably following a similar life script as everyone around you who can't keep money. You just don't know that you're doing it, okay? We are becoming replicas of each other. We are. We're just naturally doing it. We're picking up other people's echoes and vibrational image, and it's melting into our own, and we're manifesting ourselves as all these different people, and we're taking, and then we're getting all of their problems too. Okay? But sometimes we live in such denial of our own life that the only way to really tell is to start looking at everybody's life around you. Okay? Okay. So, for example, you got that one auntie whose house is laid out. Now, we know plenty of aunties who have nice cribs, nice sofas, nice everything. Crib just be tricked out, right? Auntie's crib be the stuff. I from the generation I'm from, auntie always had a nice crib, okay? Always did. aunties, aunties from the 70s and all that. Cribs was nice. But Auntie was always playing the lottery. Auntie was like gambling. Auntie, Auntie, was going through financial struggles. Auntie was like, you know, still trying to get some more money while giving me $5 here or there. Now, the thing is Auntie was spending her money on her crib. Auntie was spending her money on her clothes, on her fancy clothes, her fancy crib, her fancy nails, her fancy wigs. But Auntie could barely at times afford her cigarettes that she wanted or her bottle of wine that she wanted. Now, some of us grew up around that type of auntie. Now, I'm not blaming it all on auntie. I'm just giving this as an example. So we grow up, and what do? We try to have our house the way auntie had it. We try to look like auntie. We try to cook like auntie. So we don't realize that we are imitating people who have been around us a lot through our childhood and over the years. We don't realize that's why we're getting the same problems. The same problems. Now, when we look at life as a whole, as a collective, especially in our country, you have to look at how so many people are doing the same thing. And I talked about this in a video earlier. Everyone's like, you need to buy a house, you need to buy land. Everyone is saying this, okay? Yeah, buy land now while landlords are trying to get rid of the land because, they're trying to sell their property. Buy now. Everyone is saying this, okay? Everyone is saying, go to the beauty salons, the salon schools, and get your hair done there. Because the other salons are expensive. So go to the beauty school and get your hair done there. I'm giving examples, okay? Everyone is saying this. Everyone is saying only eat organic foods. Everyone do plant-based or whatever, okay? Everyone's saying you should go plant-based, organic. Now, here's the thing. Everything that I said costs more money. Did y'all not hear that? Did y'all not hear that? It costs more money to eat organic food. It's expensive. It's expensive to buy land and buy a house. It adds up going to the beauty school, just like it adds up going to the beauty salon. If you go to the beauty school every month and spend at least $40, which you are going to be spending, that's adding up, okay? We're not realizing that we're running and jumping to different scripts, thinking that we're getting better when we're still either staying in the same position, running in the same place, or it's getting worse. Okay? You have got to jump ship. You've got to not even do what everyone is saying to do now and everyone was saying to do 20 years ago. Okay? As I said buying land was expensive. Somebody laughing. I'm sorry, but it's expensive. So even though you're like, oh, I'm going to buy, everybody's saying buy land now. So whatever, and everybody's saying go to the beauty school, and everybody's saying go to the thrift store and get your furniture, and everybody said, okay, let me tell you, you are not getting better. You're not getting better. The only true way is to stop following the majority scripts. The majority, okay? If majority of the people are saying buy land now, you don't buy land. If majority of the people say go to the beauty schools, you don't go to the beauty schools. If majority of people is saying buy your furniture at the furniture store, you don't buy your furniture there. Okay? Do you want to be in everyone else's shoes all the time? Don't you want your own shoes? Don't you want your own shoes? Okay. So this is getting deep. Okay, I'm going to break it down, okay? In order to vibrate higher as a higher frequency, You cannot be a part of the collective. Even if it's like, oh, these people are divine. So what? They're all doing the same thing. So, so, so you're just going to get what they're getting. Do you really want to get what they're getting? Or do you want the problems that they're going to get? No, you want none. You want your problems to be this much, even less than what they're getting. So, in order to do that, you have to go against the grain to the 10th degree. You have to be completely odd, off the chart, off the grid, out of that simulation. Like you got to be Neo when Neo was flying up in the sky. Remember when Neo could fly? You got to be at that point. If you want to really be free, okay? This means you have to go against all stereotypes. You have to go against even all the things that tell you how you need to be as your gender. You got to go against that. Okay, this is real. You got to go against that. If the gender policy say as a female, you just always wear dresses and high heels, you're going to get exactly what those women get. You know what they get? Skinny body with no muscle. They get dependent on a man who bring them money all the time. They end up spending too much time on their makeup, on their body, all of that. Eating up their own time. Eating up their own time. So you see, what you're trying to do is you're trying to find a life script with as little problem, time-wasting actions as possible. With as little problems and time-wasting actions as possible. Because the only true currency that really matter is your time. Okay? Because you can always get money. You can always sell stuff. You can always sell yourself if you're into that. But the only true currency is your time. So you have to ask yourself, if I'm going with the new collective, the millennium, the Generation Z, am I still wasting my time? Am I still getting more problems on top of the problems that I got from the baby boomers? I mean, I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Stop trying to join the gangs. Stop trying to be one of the gang. I'm in Millennium Z. I'm in Generational Z. I'm in Baby Boom Z, Generation Z. No, I'm not in no generation. I'm not in none, okay? Only generation I'm in is the generation that's outer space, okay? I want this house. I want this house so spacious. I want my life so spacious, so problem-free that I can probably turn it into a spaceship and sell it out into the galaxy because it's that light. It's that lightweight. Y'all ready for this, ain't y'all? Okay. Hi, everybody. Exactly. There's a man who has an apartment under a bridge. Best believe he keeping more money than a lot of people. Don't get it twisted, okay? They have him on YouTube. He has a whole apartment under a bridge. Believe me, that man got dough stashed away, stashes of dough, okay? I'm not saying you go live under the bridge, but do you see how he does not care? He does not care about fitting in any generation, in any collectiveness. He doesn't care. All he cares about is saving his time and being free from this system and saving his money. So stop caring about having your own apartment, your own land, and your own place. Go rent you an attic off somebody. Yeah, people going to talk about you. People going to say, well, why are you in your 50s living in somebody's attic? So what? I'm off the grid because, you know why I'm off the grid? Because I'm not living the way y'all living. That's why I'm off the grid. Okay? 9 times out of 10, I'm probably saving more money. I'm saving more money because I only got an attic apartment. That means I don't have room to put new stuff in. That means I don't have room to bring more toxic company in my place because I only have an attic room. Okay? That means I'm going to probably take care of that because I don't got much in this attic room. My rent is probably going to be low because it's only an attic room. I have my hot skillet in here. I have my icebox in here. So the only thing I'm using in that crib is somebody's bathroom. And really, I ain't got to use that. I could use a public bathroom. Really, I don't even got to use their shower. I can go get me a gym membership and use their shower and work out there at the same time and only pay rent for my room. And that's it. That would be literally like when a lot of people ain't doing, okay? People are still living with their parents, using all the resources. People, and that's costing them. Costing their energy. It's probably costing them some money at this point. The parents are like, you're not living with me for free. But, y'all, I'm fired up, okay? So, you got to ask yourself, am I doing this? Am I living the way everybody else is living? Okay? For example, a lot of people go to the store, they buy their drinks, they think they got to have juice, they think they got to have, you know, other little stuff. But you know what I went and got? I buy electrolyte water now. Okay? That's what I drink. That's what I drink. I might have 2 cups of juice a day, and the rest is electrolyte water. Why? Because I know that a lot of people aren't doing that. That's number one. A lot of people are drinking juice, beer, alcohol. Okay, let's get real. All right? They're just hooked on the teas with don't have much in it. But I want my vitamins. I'm drinking what the celebrities drinking, and we know the celebrities are the minority. Half the world is not a celebrity. Half the world is not a celebrity. So that means the athletes who are drinking electrolyte water, they are a minority group. They're a small collective. They're a small collective. You know, the elite athletes. So I'm drinking what they drink. Why? Because I do want what they got. I want their body. I want their mansions. I want their cars. I want what they got. So why am I going to sit here and drink something that just what Generation Z and Baby Boomer tell me to drink, or Millennium tell me to drink, all because that's what they say? No, I'm doing what the minority doing, because the minority group, the minority success group is doing what everyone else is not doing. Okay? The minority success groups are doing what everyone else is not doing. Period. Okay? Alright, somebody's, no, y'all, I gotta get this download out. I ain't trying to wreck my throat. Okay, I said my throat, y'all. My hair ain't even out. I'm not wrecking my throat. Okay? See, you're not you're not doing opposite. What would people the opposite do? They would be listening, and they would be asking questions and taking notes. But the majority of people who come on YouTube, they want to talk. They want to tell the speaker what to do. They want to control the live. They want to dump. They want to complain. See, that's what the collective do. But what you do is you do what you see other people not doing in this chat. You ask questions. You ask me questions. You ask for more downloads. Give me more, Miss V. Give me more. Give me more. We're living in a world where people are not doing that. They're saying they're struggling. But when they get somebody who's giving it to them for free, they're not saying more, please. They're not saying that. That's just another example of what I'm talking about. People as a collective are operating in a way, even on a communication level, that is blocking them as a collective. Even the communication level. So when you go to parties, instead of trying to prove you're intelligent, instead of trying to prove that you look as good as everybody in the room, or that you got it going on, you got a good job, you got a good family and all that, instead of doing that, you need to be asking people questions, taking people's numbers, getting people's names, finding out what everybody do. You need to be in everybody's business instead of just trying to impress people. But the majority of the people in the world are not even doing that. Now you see what I'm talking about. Even at parties, people are operating the same. Leaving without any connections, really, still stuck, no support, because everybody was operating the same. I brag, you brag. I talk about my child, you talk about yours. I talk about my job, you talk about yours. People are not willing to be the odd link, the link that doesn't try to match every other link. People need to say, I'm not trying to match. 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 Y'all, I'm telling you, this is deep. Hi, everybody. So, what can you do? Like, we have to start doing this. When we go and we get a new apartment, we need to say, how can I not match any of the collective groups? I don't want to match Generation Z. I don't want to match Millennium Z. I don't want to match Baby Boomer. I want to be off of all that. I'm looking in the mirror, and I don't want to match what society tell me I'm supposed to match with this. Society tells me, this life society tells me, as an African American woman, I have to look like this. I have to act like this. I have to live, even just as a female. It doesn't always have to be race. I have to live here. I have to do this. But what if I don't do that? What if I don't eat collard greens? What if I only eat turnip greens? Y'all, I stopped eating collard greens and I stopped eating kale. Why? Because everyone's eating that. Everyone's eating that. And I found out that turnip greens are actually better than collard greens. Look it up. But everyone's eating collard greens. Know why? Because we was raised to eat collard greens. Our aunties, our mamas, our grandmas taught us this. Half of us got sofas in our house when we don't need a sofa. Why? Because the collective got a sofa. Half of us got these enormous ice boxes in our home when we do not need that. We're thinking limiting beliefs, lack. We're thinking lack because our parents taught us that. Half of us, we are so worried about, oh, I got to have a car. Why do you need to have a car? Are you going out of the city? Are you going out of the state? Why? I know somebody who is filthy rich and he does not have a car. My old employer, he says cars are not worth it. He says he's rich, okay? He runs the banking programs, so you know he has money, okay? He runs the property and taxes and title policies, all the departments, and at all the different banks of Citizen Banks. He runs them. He's literally rich. He's been doing that for like 30 years, he said. And guess what? He said he hasn't owned a car since before his kids were born. Why? Because he said that it's just not, and it's not necessary. Okay? Everybody is like, get a car. Everybody's dreams of having a car. 80% of the people in America is like, get a car. You got a car, you're in. No, I can get me an Uber. I can get the bus. I can get a train. But see, we're too worried about what society will think of us. This is why we won't fully break out. We keep standing in the doorway of the prison cell, but we will not just jump all the way out because we're so worried about what people will think. And you have to stop caring what people will think. Oh, you're very welcome. Exactly. I keep getting videos on this. Men, the world tells you that you're not allowed to be graceful because you're a man, right? But do you know that it's blocking you? Because feminine energy is abundant. So when you are a man and you're like, no, I can't be graceful, I gotta be hard and all that. See, that's what the collectives tell you. That's what all these collectives tell you. Women, when they tell you you have to be soft all the time, soft all the time, that's blocking you. Because when you are masculine, you build up strength of character. You build up, you learn how to be bold. And sometimes you got to be bold. I don't care if you female, male, female, whatever. Sometimes you got to be bold. Because bold gets it done. Bold, put your foot bold people put their feet down, and bold people mean business. So I'm saying that because we as a collective even been programmed about our gender. We're even under control with our gender, and we don't even see it. We don't even see it. We're like, I have to have silky curls, curly hair. I have to have makeup on. I have to have dresses on all the time. I have to wear heels. I have to wear... Why? Why do you have to wear heels with your dresses? Why do you have to have makeup? Why do you have to have long nails? Why? Who said this? Oh, the collective said this. I can guarantee that you're walking away with more money in your bank account than they are. If you treat everything like it's a reward, it's a treat, it's not something you're entitled to, then I bet you any money, you will already begin to break from all the collectives. Getting your nails done is not a treat. It's not a weekly thing. It's not a monthly thing. It's like, I earned this. I earned this. But is it really necessary? You know that nails is dangerous. They're unsanitary. Doesn't matter how much you clean them. So why are you paying for your nails to get done? Why? Why? So people can just look at them and see this nail polish on them? I'm just saying that as an example. We don't realize that everything we invest in costs us our time and most of the time even our money. So if you just stop, okay? I didn't started doing, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I already did this before. I just kept saying, how could I not do it like any of the collectives? Is everybody doing this? Is most people doing this? When I did this exercise 3 years ago, I saved up $10,000. This is no lie, y'all. Like that. In under a year. 10,000. Yeah, I did. That just goes to show. That just goes to show how sucked in I was by the Matrix. That I didn't even know that the Matrix was nickel and dime in my money. Pecking at my money because it had me controlled in all these different kind of ways. I did Lynn Richardson's 5 F's. Okay? Now, if you do her 5 F's, applying it also to my philosophy, you will have the breakthrough of your life. I guaranteed that when you walk in most places, you will probably be saving more money than everybody in there unless you're walking into a place where there's rich people at. Other than that, you're going to. Okay? You're going to. You just got to start asking yourself, am I doing this because I'm programmed to do this? You know, robots don't ask themselves that. That's how you know you're a robot. Like, I'm not trying to be... Please don't get offended, y'all. But this is why some of y'all don't know you're a robot. Because you're not asking, am I doing this because I'm commanded to do this? By you not asking yourself that, that is a red flag that you're a robot. Don't get triggered and don't get upset. Just don't be a robot no more. Start stopping and asking yourself. When I started doing this as I was shopping, I noticed I had less and less stuff in my cart. Less and less stuff in my cart. Now, when I go into a store, I might walk out with 2 items. And they're because they're a reward for something that I achieved. Okay? But if it's something that I already have, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. Oh, hi, everybody. So the thing is, we have to do reverse research. Research the people around you. Literally, just when you go to your sister's house, be like, okay. And then think about the problems that she told you she got. You'll start to see like, oh, our problems are similar. Like, we both don't be having no money. We both having trouble getting a man. We both having trouble losing a belly. We both got belly fat. It's because you're matching them. You are matching them in too many ways and don't even see that you are. So when you go out with your girlfriend and she's like, I'm going to go ahead and order a hoagie, ask yourself, does everybody I know that's got a big belly, they eat hoagies? How many people have I met who are out of shape eat hoagies? Okay, a lot. Then I don't need to be eating a hoagie. I need to be eating a salad. Y'all, I'm telling you the truth. For example, everybody, half the world is running to YouTube for instant help. What if you said, you know what, a couple days a week, I'm not going to run to YouTube for help. Okay? I'm not. I'm not trying to hurt YouTube's profits. But what if you said, I'm going to just go ahead and get me a book off Amazon, or I'm going to walk up to the library and see what paperback book they got up there. You would be doing something that the majority of people aren't doing. What if you picked up your book bag and said, I'm going to go to the library for lunch today. I'm going to take my little electrolyte water. I'll go sit with the books instead of YouTube videos. You would be changing some of your frequency. Okay? So you just keep chopping at that low key, low money attracting frequency. low key, low money attracting frequency. You got to keep chopping it away. Chop at it. All right? The baby boomers, they say work 40 hours a week. Nah, I'm working 30 hours a week. I'm not going to do the 40 hours a week because I know what the baby boomers got and what the heck they look like from working 40 hours a week. So I'm not doing it. I'm doing 30 hours, okay? Because I'm not going to have a broken back in my 60s from working 9-to-5 job and early onset Alzheimer from working a 9-to-5 job 40 hours a week like the baby boomers. No, I'll do 30. I'm not going to quit because that's what the millenniums is doing. I'm not going to just quit my 9-to-5 job because that's what Generation Z is doing. No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to still stay at my 9-to-5 job, but I'm going to do 25 hours a week. That's it. Okay? That's it. If you go on YouTube, everyone's like, I quit my 9-to-5 job. I'm never going back. You go back. You just do your 25 hours a week. Don't do 40. Don't do 50, 60. You do your little 30 hours a week and you do your side hustle. Now, everybody trying to do the same side hustles. You say, is everybody doing this? Everybody doing side hustles where they talking about personal life coaching, psychic stuff, the system and all that. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. Okay? I'm going to do a live cooking channel. Okay? There's a woman whose channel, she getting mad dough, y'all. She's an African American woman. I guess she figured it out. She started a cooking channel during the pandemic. And her cooking channel's off the chain. She be getting like 300,000 views every video. Why? Because she's Neo. She's being Neo, okay? Instead of doing what every other woman do on YouTube, makeup, hair, psychic stuff, spiritualism, alchemy, she's not doing that. She's doing cooking. But she's not doing soul food. She's not just doing soul food. She's doing all kinds of stuff, okay? So what I'm saying is, and there's another girl on YouTube. She has a successful YouTube channel, and her channel is she turned her whole living room into a garden, and her backyard is a garden. Her porch, one of her porches is a garden, and her living room, like 2 of her rooms is a straight up garden, okay? She don't got no living room. Her garden is her living room. I think she had like a little chair sitting there and there, whatever. But what I'm saying is, she did something that a lot of people aren't doing. She stepped out of the matrix with what she chose to do on YouTube. You can do the same thing. So, for example, you got people on YouTube who's always doing full face makeup. What if you don't do full face makeup? What if you only do, like, you're just a lipstick person? You zero in. Now, we're going to get into that. A lot of people are in a prison, financial and mental prison, because they will not zoom in. They will not say, I need to get this down to the one of the one of the one. The one underneath the one. I need to get it under that. Okay? You know, like Neo, Trinity, Morpheus, all those were number ones, but there was only one. And that was Neo. He was numero one. You want to get it down to that. Because that's how you get true mastery. And once you lock into that, then you don't have to worry about everything else soaking up your money. Like it's almost like you won't even care about buying this and buying that because you have zoomed in on one thing. And it's not overwhelming because it's only one thing. Okay? So for example, if you're trying to get in shape, you don't do calisthenics, going to the gym, yoga, all that. No. You say, I'm just going to be a calisthenic trainer and that's it. That's it. This way, all your money goes there. But when you have like 5 different things you're doing, like under that same genre, your money is going to all those different places and that's more money being released. You see the problem? So we have to start narrowing it down. Not only do I not want to be a millennium, a generational Z, baby boomer, but I also want to be the one under all the ones. The one that I want to be the North Star. I want to be that Northeast star. I want to be that one. There's a whole bunch of stars standing alone, doing pretty good, shining pretty good. But I don't want to be that star. I want to be the star that people always see. The one that's always there. The one that no one can deny is there. Because it is not dependent on any other star. And as a matter of fact, it's not messy. It's not trying to be other stars. So this is what I'm saying, okay? So, for example, Hemingway only wrote novels, okay? He stopped writing poetry. Stephen King stopped writing poetry, and he started writing novels. Novels only. Charles Bukowski actually stopped writing stories at one point, and he only wrote poetry. That is what I'm saying. Narrow it down in everything. Right down to the soap you use, the color of your washcloths, the food you eat, the friends you have. I want all my friends to be the same. They all have to have this lifestyle because I already know that I'm going to take on that lifestyle. I don't want friends with all these different lifestyles because that starts to corrupt me. It causes chaos in my metaphysical world. So I need friends who got all the same lifestyle, and I need all the same, color coordinated. I need all green towels. And this may sound crazy, but you are saving money. You are also saving time because you're like, I know where I'm going to buy this stuff at because I always buy this stuff. So you're like, I always buy these clothes by Kathy Ireland. I always buy her underwear line. So I don't need to look over here. I can just go to her aisle, get her underwear, and leave out of the store. Period. Because when it all comes down to it, the other powerful abundance you have is energy. Because without it, you're screwed. So you're trying to also make sure that you can get through your day high energy all the time through your day. Your whole day is high energy. The only way to do that is to become Neo. That is the only way to do it. Okay? When you see Neo in the Matrix, he's wearing the same suits. He's wearing the same colors. Okay? He's dealing with the same group of friends. They all got the same mission. He got the same hobby. He has the same sense of style. He has the same personality. And this may sound like this is like boring, but it won't be boring because it will be the one you got to be. Okay? Hi everybody. It's very peaceful. And then guess what? When you are peaceful, you are not bothered. And guess what? When you are not bothered, the more abundant that you become. See, the better your angel numbers will be. So you got to stop always having to get back to being unbothered. I have to work on to being unbothered. I have to work on. No, you want to just be a person that's like, why? Everybody say, why ain't you ever bothered? You ain't bothered by nothing. How come you ain't ever bothered by nothing? You want everybody to say that about you. And only to get that is you got to stop being everybody and say, you know what? This is it. This is it. I don't need all that. I don't need it all. Somebody said, what's in my fridge? I have a very boring, stoic fridge. My fridge is very stoic. I have a very spacious fridge. You know why? Because I don't want to stuff my fridge with a bunch of food. Because food costs money. So the only thing that's in my fridge is what I'm going to probably eat within 2 days. That's it. That's it. With the exception of my husband's little snack. What he got at the bottom is little onions and cheese. Other than that, I got a spacious. My icebox, my Frigidaire is spacious. And my frozen part of my icebox, it's the same stuff. It's real systematic in here. It's the same stuff. Broccoli, green beans, it's the same stuff, y'all. So, but what I'm saying is, is if you're having trouble breaking out of the prison of your life, stop investigating yourself. So stop, because you're living in denial. Start investigating your everyone that you know. Like literally, just do a little research study. You know, when I saw that me and my husband, we had matching bellies, I kept saying, what am I doing wrong? I couldn't see it. I just could not see why I was overweight with him. I could not see it. I was on YouTube looking stuff up. I couldn't see it. And then one day, I started to notice that we were sitting the same, eat the same stuff, that I was drinking the same drinks, I was doing the same things he was doing. And then I remember that before I met him, I didn't do any of that. I didn't. And that's when I realized I was matching him. He wasn't matching me. I was matching him, even though he should have been matching me. Okay, he should have been matching me. But I was, because he would have been better off matching me. He would have been better off matching me. But I was matching him, which means I wasn't better off because what he was doing wasn't making me better off. So when I finally realized that, I was like, what? I was like, no. So I got back to my books. I got back to my laptop. I literally just started throwing out food in the kitchen that was matching his diet. I threw it out. I just started throwing stuff out, y'all. And then I went and I just shopped, my part of the kitchen. And then I noticed that my belly is no longer the size of his. Okay? And I noticed that I'm getting more downloads. He doesn't get much downloads, okay? I get a lot of downloads now. But what I'm saying is, I couldn't see it when I kept on looking at myself. I couldn't see it. Okay? Okay. Hi, everybody. We will always live in denial. We will run from our flaws. We will run from our truths. The bitter truths, the hard truths, the dark truths. We will always run from that from ourselves. We will always say, no, it's not me. No, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm doing it. We're blind to our own ignorance. This is why it's important to just say, I'm not going to do so much soul reflection. I'm going to do life reflection. Soul reflection, introspection can only take you so far because you have to be able to see your problems when you do introspection. But if you can't, you need to do life reflection, okay? Life reflection. And guess what? You will find out that a lot of people in your life is against you and not for you. You'll find out because you'll realize that they were negatively influencing you, but making it seem like it was a positive influence. So you may have a friend that's always trying to get you to spend money on drugs and alcohol and turn up all the time, and always rent Netflix all the time, rent movies all the time. That's a bad influence. Even though you may think that that person is just trying to get you to have fun, they're still a bad influence. But you won't see it if you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, okay, and you look at yourself, you won't see it because you enjoyed it. But if you look at the other person and you see the results of them doing it, then you'll realize that you actually have the same results. You might have enjoyed it, but you still have the same problems that they had when they did it too. This is very deep, y'all. I'm blessing y'all with this because, y'all, I am no longer doing readings. Don't get upset with me, y'all. I'm not doing readings anymore, y'all. It's over. I'll jump on here and vibe with y'all sometime like this. But that's it. It's over. No more readings. If I do readings now, they'll just be private or maybe somewhere else, maybe not. Who knows? But I won't be doing readings on YouTube anymore. Nowhere. And I will tell y'all why. Because I don't want to be a part of that collective anymore. Because I'm getting what they're getting. And I don't want what they're getting. So you have to ask yourself, do you want what this person's getting? I don't want what that collective's getting. What they're getting is very bipolarish treatment. What they're getting is attacked all the time, disrespected, stalked, monitored, readings for them. Their views are going up, down, up, down, up, down all the time. I don't want any of it. Because I don't want any of it, it means I cannot be a reader anymore. Not on here. But I do want what I get from my writing life. I do want that. I do want that. So I'll be putting more of my energy into my writing life. More into that. I do want what I get when I dance. I love to dance. I love to sing. I do want what I get through that. People tend to be peaceful. People tend to be, supportive. And people tend to, be in harmony and calm when I do that stuff. So that's what I want. I do want what it gives me. Okay? I don't want what reading gives me. We're doing psychic readings. I don't want what that gives me. But I do want what dancing gives me. I do want what singing and writing gives me. And I do want what drawing gives me. Y'all have to be like this too. Y'all got to say, okay, this might be helping everybody else, but is it giving me what I need, what I want? And if it's not, then it's still not worth doing. Then I'm still not getting out of this prison life. I'm not going to be closer to spiritual and financial freedom because it's not giving me what I need. Okay? All right. And guess what, y'all? Sometimes you go through a period in your life where you're supposed to be a listener more than a speaker. And I don't know why no one ever talks about this. Like, people always think, oh, because you're an influencer, you're supposed to always be the one speaking. No, you might have a season where God just wants you to listen more, way more than speaking. Or God wants you to write more than you speak. Or God wants you to travel more than being on YouTube. So you have to answer to those feelings that God gives you when you have to go into a different season of doing something different and being somewhere else. And I hope y'all will answer y'all feelings like I'm answering mine today. I hope y'all will. Okay? I personally am going to the books. I'm going out of the collective. Like, oh, videos. No, I want to go. I want to put my knowledge in books because I know so many people aren't doing that. So many people aren't doing that. Everyone is just hooked on just pressing a button on the camera, getting on here talking, and blah 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 blah. But I don't want it. I don't want instant show. I want to be surprised. Somebody email me and say, I read your book. You know, I want to go and be surprised and go and see my book and see my stars and don't have to worry about just endless attacks or my life being so public. You know, I want to know, I want a more private spiritual life. A private spiritual life. I want to do that. A lot of people are not private about their spiritual life anymore. Everyone wants to talk about what they do spiritually, what their religion is, this and that. I want to be different. I want to be private with that. Okay? And with this being said, I'm going to be hiding a lot of the videos today. And the videos is only going to be visible is the ones in which I'm sitting here talking with y'all. Now, the reason why is because I am editing that out of my frequency. I'm editing that out of my metaphysical world, which means it cannot be public anymore. Okay, only thing that's going to be there is me sitting talking to y'all like this. Very raw talks like this. I hope y'all will start tweaking and editing your metaphysical space. Your metaphysical space is like a canvas. You have to edit it. When you're like, okay, this season has passed, this season has passed, this has passed, till you get yourself very close to who you need to be that you know will give you financial freedom in the way that you know you're supposed to get it or you feel that you're supposed to get it. That your intuition tells you you're supposed to get it. You got to get yourself very close to that. Okay? All right. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Feel free to let me know. You know, positive comments only, please, y'all. And if you want to send an appreciation of any kind, donation, you can send it to my Cash App at @Coach V Hunter or at my PayPal. Thank you all for being here during this journey when I was doing readings. I know some of y'all are going to miss it, but I may put some up for members. I may put one up every once a month for members. But other than that, no more public readings, y'all. I hope I see y'all on my lifestyle channel sometime. I'll be doing that channel. I'll be moving some of my singing videos, popular singing videos. I'll be moving it to my lifestyle channel. Okay? And I'll be on my writing channel. I will be having talks with y'all like this on this channel. But only like talks like this. They may not be every day. They may not even be every week. But I will be having talks with y'all on a weekly basis. Just sitting here vibing with y'all. No cards. Nothing else. Maybe just a candle. That's it. Okay, thanks for supporting the channel, everybody. I hope y'all will look out for my books. I'm going into the book world officially today. So if you want my guidance, if you want to know what I know, other stuff, you'll just have to buy the books. Or you'll have to wait till I put that one video up. 1 or 2 videos up every week on this channel. Okay? It'll be like 2 videos up a week. And I'll just talk with y'all. All right. Thanks, everybody. You're very welcome. Bye, everybody. Bye.